Hello Gemini, welcome to your weekly reading. We're going to do release and receive this week. So we're going to see what the universe is going to try to help you release or would like you to release so that it will help you receive something. Yeah, usually you're going to receive it anyways, but by doing the release, it kind of prepares our energy in a way to better accept or move into our new receive, which is a new energy, a new cycle, a new situation. So let's see. Starting with my energy oracle deck. Release and receive for for Gemini. Gemini. Alright, Gemini, release and receive. Release and receive. Oh, jeez. I don't even know. Release envy. I can't even anymore. I don't know my cards. It's so crazy. This is the exact card that came out for Taurus that I just did before. You saw me shuffle. I pre-shuffled. It seems to be the way. I'm going to tell you what I've been telling many, is it feels like when I'm doing my readings, it feels like often the one sign will end, and then as I pick up the next sign, it's like the story continues and it reflects. And I'm really starting to get this feeling like it's the collective somehow, that we're all becoming closer and closer, at least maybe those of us that are on particular journeys are all sort of starting to find each other, and our stories are becoming very similar, right? Like, it's so interesting. Okay, so now I want to tell you what I told Taurus. So this, I just find the word envy kind of heavy, negative. And what I really get from myself to understand this word and how I think it's projected out here is that there might be someone or something that I just wish I'd had that for me. It's not like, I wish I had that. You don't deserve, like, it's not, because I think the word envy is kind of associated with that sort of energy. But I don't feel that. At least, I don't feel that from, people coming to my channel. I feel like just sometimes, we see something and kind of wonder, why didn't I get to have that? Or why didn't I get to live like that? Or what, I really would have liked that. Or it's just kind of that energy. So there's something around you but this is a release. So this is also releasing that, right? It's releasing that, which tells me why. What's the receive? So what's the receive here? What is the... There you go. See? Okay. The door to romance. Oh, well, Pisces had this. So maybe you and Pisces, huh? Pisces had this. That's interesting. I was about to say, and I didn't want to put it out there before I knew it was coming. I didn't want to direct the reading. I want spirit to. If there's things around you, or I don't know. Okay, it's the door to romance. So now we can have a direct comparison. Let's say there's people around you or relationships around you and you're like, I wish I could have had that, or I wish I was in a relationship like that, or I could have, so the reason you don't is because obviously, well, those ones aren't meant for you. It wouldn't work because they have people. So, but this door to romance, this one is meant for you. So your receive is that you're going to release this, like, oh, they're going to wish they had what I had. Well, I don't think so, but that's what's happening. Oh my gosh, look at this. Indecision is so Gemini. Indecision Gemini. Oh, this card's upside down underneath. Sorry, not really important. Huh. Well, I think it'd be Gemini. You stick your toe in, stick your toe out, stick your toe in, stick your toe out. Pretty interesting. We'll see why there's indecision here, but there's more to come out. It's the underline. If it's the underline, to me the underline is very significant. It's kind of like why the reading is here. Maybe you're indecisive about something. Door to romance. All right. We're going into the L key, the She Who deck, to get more on this release and more on the receive. So the release, more information about the release for Gemini. More information about the release for Gemini. if I could just get new cards. Like there's all these cards and it's like the same cards keep coming out. I'm telling you, you guys are all connected now. It's crazy. She who creates, creativity, originality, and spontaneity. You're releasing that. That's weird. Here, take a look. Yeah, okay. Okay, now I see. Now, was it Pisces? Aries had something sort of similar too. Like you guys are all, it was releasing something that maybe you've been working on. Like it was all this pentacle energy, kind of releasing that. I'm just saying that because the other signs that have had, literally Pisces had this card and then Aries had man holding the heart. So all these signs with the same energy, sort of. And it was kind of like, you know, not focusing so much on your work or making money or other things. It's taking focus off of other things and putting focus on this was what I got with those. So this creativity, originality, and spontaneity. Being more mindful of your plans, I'm getting here, with the spontaneity being part of the release. The creativity and originality, putting parts of yourself on hold that maybe you've been focusing on to focus on something else. Because if it's the door to romance, it's likely with another person. It's not like by yourself, that would be kind of boring. You know, if you asked yourself out for a date and then you took yourself out for a date, it's kind of a boring conversation, no? So that's kind of what I'm getting there. Maybe that's part of the indecision because I'm really feeling this strong. I have a couple of Gemini friends and they're women and they are very strong women, but they're also creative as anything, man, like really creative. So, this is a hard thing. That could be a hard thing for you to make a decision about. So that might be part of the indecision here is, you know, well, of course, if you're going into some sort of relationship and this person expects you to completely walk away from everything you do, well, you can give them the bird because, you know, and I know Gemini would. So I don't think that's a problem. I think it's like if you're starting something new, because this is a receive, you obviously have to put some work into it. Okay, so what's the receive from this deck? She who doubts, fear, wariness, and trust. You're not going to be too sure. This is interesting. Now, if there's this, I think most of us coming to the channel, unless we're like really super young, I do have some super young watchers, hi. But most of us I think are in, well actually the majority, the last time I checked the specs, the majority of my viewers were between the highest number were between the age of like 38, 49, 50, like in that. And then actually there's the older group, like 50 to 60 comes in, something like that. So because of that too, I want to say, if you've lived long enough, people have broken your heart, you know, you're not too sure about, you have parameters maybe. Weariness, fear, trust. So there is some fear here of possibly, you know, getting hurt. But yes, we have to step out a bit to grow, to find good things. We have to put ourselves out there a little bit and take a chance sometimes. But there's trust too. We'll find out why. She who knows, wisdom, clarity, and resolution. I like that, Gemini. Wisdom, clarity, you want things to be very clear. I'm getting that. Good for you. That's why I like my Gemini girlfriends. Yeah, it's pretty clear. Like, they'll tell you straight up, you know what, you suck. I'm not. They don't tell me that, though, because we're friends. So anyways, okay. Let's see. But that's what I like. I like it when you know exactly where you stand with it. And I'm a Gemini rising in Venus, so I totally hear you. I'm like, can we just all know where we stand with each other and not play any games? Right? Yeah. That's probably the thing, right? That's probably the thing for you. I can totally relate to it. I'm just getting the message too, like this envy card, releasing, you know, seeing other people in situations that you wish you could have something similar. there is obviously some lesson to be learned here in shifting over here. So the people that have something that you wish you had or could have, they have at some point taken a chance or taken a risk or put themselves out there to get that. So we do understand that. But yes, if there's a trust issue, you need to resolve that. So let's get some tarot cards for the release. The release for Gemini. Tarot cards for the release for Gemini. Tarot cards for the release for Gemini. Tarot cards for the release for Gemini. Release for Gemini. I find when I look away, then they come out. It's like watching a pot boil. Release? The release for Gemini? All right, I'll do 3 more shuffles, split the deck. And we'll do the release and the receive. Ah, there we go. See, put pressure on spirit, starts coming out. Are you releasing your Ace of Swords? Putting away your playaways. The Ace of Swords, the Queen of Pentacles, and the Knight of Wands. Well, okay, I'm going to start with the Queen of Pentacles. I said it before when this came out, this creativity, originality card. And the reason it felt to me like the other signs prior to me doing you that literally had the same energy in their receive, it was, they had like the King of Pentacles. And now you have the Queen of Pentacles. So both of those are energies that do, they're doing very well economically for themselves. They're working, their work is great. They're making good money. And I did get this feeling that with the creativity and originality, that I could see that in Gemini. Gemini is very creative. So likely whatever you're working on, you're putting a lot of creativity in what you do. So there is stepping away, pulling away from some of that energy, releasing some of that, releasing some of your time from that. Then we have the Ace of Swords as a release. That's interesting. There's 2 ways you can take a release too. It's like just allowing it to go, but it's also releasing it out into the open. And I'm kind of more getting that with the Ace of Swords, like releasing truth, releasing it, releasing clarity, releasing understanding. Because it's a 2-way sword, right? It is a 2-way sword. The Ace of Swords is a 2-way sword. So if you expect clarity, because there's something here with trust. There's something here with trust and the clarity and the resolution. It is a 2-edged sword. So releasing that, releasing, being completely open and honest. Release, let it out. Don't hold back, Gemini. The Knight of Wands. You'll play your ways. You'll play your ways. Very flirtatious. Very sexy. Of course, that's not an energy. That's probably what you're envious of. So let's see. I'm going to clarify some of these cards. It's interesting. The receive. The receive for Gemini. Wow. The Four of Wands. There you go. Anything else to go with that? If you not the artwork in this card does not. Oh, that makes sense. Okay, the artwork in this card doesn't really depict real well what the Four of Wands is typically about. The Four of Wands is that celebration and partnership. It's a lot of times it's like a marriage card. So interesting that the Knight of Wands is on the release and the Four of Wands is on the receive. I want to say, so this is like being exclusive too, possibly. Agreeing to be exclusive with someone. This, you guys got like a full on out like romantic reading here. I know some people are like, why are you doing it? I'm not doing it. You see the cards coming out, guys. Ooh, the King of Wands. Hi. Hello. Okay, somebody coming towards you. A lot of passion, a lot of desire. Also very creative individual. Very confident, very fiery, very sexy. The King of Wands is the sexy king in the deck. The fact that the Four of Wands is there with it is, I think, an indication to you that this can be, because the King of Wands is very sexy. So that might be like, okay, this, you know, this is going to be fun for a couple of weeks and then maybe that's it. But the Four of Wands is sitting here with that individual, and it could be a fire sign. It could be Aries, Leo, or Sagittarius specifically that you're dealing with also. This guy's like a vampire. He's like, you might want to bite your neck. I don't know. So be very careful. If I know Gemini, Gemini would be totally into that. So, anything else about the received? The Four of Wands and the King of Wands. The Ace of Cups. There we go. There's going to be feeling. So there you go. It's going to be a lot of passion and a lot of feeling and emotion here. It's going to be the beginning of feeling and emotion. Now, what sits between these 2 points? What sits between these 2 points? Clarification? Not clarification. The energy that sits between the release and the receive. The energy that sits between the release and the receive. The Nine of Swords and the Queen of Wands. Oh, look at how you changed. Now that makes sense, right? You were over here with the Knight of Wands. The King of Wands is over here. Like, the King gonna want a knight? The King does not want a knight. Not permanently with the Four of Wands. Then you hatch out. So you go from like overthinking, worst case scenario, being kept up at night, not really knowing, not knowing the truth, not being able to take action, all those things that I associate with the Nine of Swords. Because when you are overthinking about something, either because you are not being able to take any action on something or you're just not taking action on something. I always find that we end up in our head too much when we're not doing enough, when we're not doing enough in our life. So, and then the Queen of Wands, she's just as sexy as the King of Wands, so. And it's like, yeah, right? Because now it's 2 counterparts with the Four of Wands. So coming out of the Knight of Wands and going into the Queen of Wands energy. There's going to be, I want to say there will probably be some sort of clarity for you. Temperance is at the bottom. Temperance is at the bottom. Patience, my dear. Balance is coming into alignment. Oh, I do want to clarify the trust. Why is trust going to be an issue? Is it just from past hurt? But there seems to be, you need some clarity about something. You want clarity, resolution, weariness, trust. She who knows. It's as if you really want to know. So I just find her stare is so intense. Oh my gosh. Like she really wants to know. Isn't that intense? She's very intense. I see in her eyes, I see like pain, but also a shield. But yet she's not afraid to like stare head on. I want to know the truth. I love that. Did you see that in her? Yeah, she's amazing. And she's also the cover of the deck for the book. It's a beautiful book. It's French. All my French decks are just so beautiful. And this deck, this is the Tarot de la Nuit. The Tarot of the Night. Tarot, not terror. Oh my goodness. Trust. Why is Temperance upside down? Why is Temperance even, the heck? There it is again. That's so weird. Trust. And Temperance is just sitting up in the deck. It's at the bottom there. So I'm trying to clarify trust, and we have Temperance. Perhaps there wasn't balance in the past. Perhaps it's taken a long time. Temperance is often about being very patient. Anything else with trust? Well, that's interesting. The King of Pentacles and the Three of Pentacles. Again, it's kind of like that work energy. So maybe you didn't trust something that was going, maybe you met this person at work, you didn't trust something that was going on at work. And the Queen of Pentacles. That's funny. You have two kind of counterpart energies. The King, Queen of Pentacles and the King, Queen of Wands. The Wheel is at the bottom. And the Wheel of Fortune is at the bottom. It does indicate that the karmic wheel is sort of changing direction. Looks like it's going into a better direction for you. And now I'm going to pull for you a card from the Journey of Love Oracle deck. The Journey of Love Oracle deck. Yeah. Oh, the Gemini dog is here. Isn't she cute? She's so tired. She's had a rough couple of nights. the thunderstorms, and I don't think I've been sleeping with my windows open in my room because it's so nice and cool at night in the breeze. But I think any noises outside freak her out now from thunderstorms that we were having. And I can't console her. I saw someone in the comments of one of the videos like lavender. I have so many essential oils, you have no idea. No idea how many essential oils I have. Yeah, I'm covered in them. And really nothing's consoling her. Yeah, lavender and patchouli are my two favorites. I love mixing those two. So anyway, Journey to Love. I was going to say Gemini to Love. That's cute. But it's the Journey of Love Oracle deck. It's the Gemini of Love. Oh my gosh. The card you got, guys. You got number 35, Intimacy. I don't make this stuff up. Look at that. You got number 35, Intimacy. Get ready. If you trust, well, you need to learn the truth. Intimacy. Your vulnerability is the key to your growing spirituality. Okay, that's an interesting opener, because what were we talking about here with the fear, the wariness, and the trust? Now is the time to share yourself openly without pretense or defensiveness. Let the barriers down. Let down the barriers that have held you apart from another, from the divine, from the world, and let yourself be held by the experiences of your life without needing to defend against them. Expect nothing and be open to receive everything. Oh, that's a good approach. Your vulnerability is your way forward now. You are learning that you have enough strength to truly surrender. You are brave enough to allow yourself to be truly lived by the divine. The message of this oracle is that you have recently opened yourself up in new ways to meet the world and your loved ones, or are considering doing so in order to share something of yourself with another. Do it. You're ready to be seen and received more than ever before. And there's like a little poem here, the intimacy poem. Are you ready? Okay. Becoming one, allowing all that is, both within and without, to blend. Like a wave meeting the shore, each aspect of who we are is part of a grander whole, and in truth, yet greater still. To know myself is to know you, whether I look in your eyes, or touch lips, or hold hands, or bathe in the warmth of our embrace. That's so sweet, so romantic, Gemini. Well, that's exactly that. It is the door to romance. So that's gonna be romantic. Maybe they put it on a little strong, you're like, oh. But it looks good. You just have to find the truth here. You have to find the truth, and you are being guided to be a little bit vulnerable, to put it out there. You know, you gotta do what you got. If it feels right, like if this, you know, if you're dealing with a convict, and you guys know, right? Like you gotta make your own choices. I get frustrated when I see people in the comments. There was one from Capricorn. Oh my gosh. I just want to go and talk to this person. It was a really good reading. And all this person could say was, so literally after, 2 businesses failing and 3 counts of domestic violence against me, I'm supposed to go back to this person. I'm like, why, how would you even read that to this reading? I don't know. Anyway, you guys know. You make your own choices. I'm just telling you. You got to do your own thing, and it's a general reading. So unless I used your name specifically, it might not be for you, but maybe it is. You don't know. Parts of it. Okay. There. That's it. All right. Thanks, Gemini. Until next time, guys, do be gentle with yourselves. Bye.